checking my YouTube before I get your questions on. Welcome to chat. Well, okay, it says I'm welcome, but okay, maybe I'll fill up there. Okay, so let's see. Oh, Charity, good. Charity, uh, you gonna go live sometime? Okay. Thank you so much for the car grant. You saved my mom and I. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, don't worry. Also, we just announced the December 4th grant. It took us a while. So make sure you see your name on there because we have people who don't pick up their money. I mean, I can't believe this. I applied, but I didn't win. But congratulations, Sharon. All the best to you and your mom. Yeah, and well, if you applied before, well, actually, you could only win each of our grants once. So you could get a a car grant once, you get a rent grant once, and you get a once for the computer, and so you can only get one of those once, or the $1,000 grant, the big one, the $40,000, which is the deadline on the 4th. So don't forget, you could keep applying every month. You don't have to wait, and that's why. Lisa, I see that needs a grant for breast cancer. A good place to find, there's nonprofit organizations that help you with that, Lisa. If you're looking for a grant for breast cancer, there's nonprofit organizations that have money for that, for people who have breast cancer. And here's how to find that. If you go to needymeds.org, needymeds.org. Okay, you go to that, and inside they have something called, you'll see a tab on Tom about consumer savings. You go into consumer savings, and it's so funny. It's working the wrong. I got two computers here, and my one computer is working the other one for some reason. So you go to Needy Meds, and you'll see a link of grants for people by condition. So you have to put in your condition, which is breast cancer, and that will help you. They have money programs for that. Okay, so also search around needymeds.com and you'll find a lot more. Thank you, Garnet. I'm going to go today as a token of my appreciation, and I'm not a host, but I will act. Thank you, Charity. I lost my my cursor. Oh, here it is. Okay, Charity would truly go. Yeah. Okay, Charity, whatever is good for you. I mean, I don't want anybody to do anything they want to do. I mean, I want to get the best out of you. And if you're not comfortable with doing something, I'll wait until you are. So don't worry about it. But the most important thing is that people realize that there's help available for them. I just put up a link to what I call my New Year's Eve resolution grants. And actually, there are 9 grants where you can solve almost any New Year's resolution you have. I mean, it could even go from, paying your bills to picking your nose. If that's a bad habit you're trying to get, or biting your nails or something like that. Because there's an 800 number that the government now has for mental health issues. I mean, we have a big mental health problem in our country. And a lot of that is just isolation that we put around ourselves, and we don't feel we have community, and that's why I'm trying to do something like that here with Let's Go Help. That's why it's important that people help people, not only me or whatever. I mean, and I think you could help other people better than I can, as a member, because you know what it feels like. Man, I'm 80 years old. I've done more than I ever thought I would do in life. And so it's hard for me to understand where you're coming from and be empathetic enough to help you in the right way. And that's what I feel members can do. So if you want to be someone who helps other members, and you don't have to know a lot, you just have to be kind. And we'll go get the answers for you if you don't have an answer. But it's just to make them feel comfortable. That's it. And point them where to go in this, on the website. And it's Let's Go Help Too. And it's important that we help each other. So even if you want to do it without being live somewhere, just go through and find people that you see are asking a question, and they may or may not get it answered correctly for them, and anything you could lend in any way to help them would be terrific. And it's important that we help each other, and we all can. We all need help, and we all can help in some way. So that's very important to do. And let's see, okay, chat, well, we got any questions here? Teresa, charity today. I was going to go live today as a token. Oh, good, wonderful, Charity. I just find as long as people can handle my lack of tech. No, don't worry. I mean, God, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing most of the time. I can't even got on YouTube. And that's important. We all have something to give, and that's important too. A lot of us don't know what it is, and that's important to try. You try something and start listening to your heart more than somebody who gives you, here's the secret to success, do these 5 things. That's stupid. It may have been good for their success, but it most likely not going to be good for your success. Not that you can't learn from it. You may be able to learn from it, so that's why it's good. That's why what I see when I do for people is, okay, you tell me what you want. Need help with, like starting a business or fixing your house or anything like that. See, what I do, I don't really have the exact program that you need where you live. Everything, there's hundreds of thousands of programs out there, and we can't keep up on them, but we know who is most likely to have that program for you. And that's what we do, is we point you in that direction, because you'll never find it in Google. But by the way, aside from that, I think AI is a wonderful place to start, not Google. So what we do is give you a shopping list of these are the best potential places. Now what happens is you have to start talking to those places. If you don't start talking to those places, you probably won't get very far, because what most people do will look at those places we give, oh, it doesn't look like anything there for me. That's easy to do. Number one, why it's easy to do, because we're all lazy. And it's easy to say, oh, that's not for me. Then you don't have to do anything. You can blame it on me. But you're right, it may or may not be for you. But see, these sources are very important, because the sources are people that are in your community that help people with problems like yours. And that's the important thing. So they will know more about where something is in your community than I ever will. But and worse than you'll ever find in Google. Google is just a death trap. Just please stay away from Google. If you want to search something, go to AI. That's free, and you can share it. And that's at bard.google.com, or I use chat, CHAT, openai.com. And you put in, I'm looking for grants in Minneapolis, Minnesota to pay my bills. Okay, include websites, okay? And if you put also from government, and nonprofit organizations, because they're the ones that really do this. So if you stipulate, the more you could stipulate in that question, the more you're going to get out of it. I want to start an affiliate business, but I need to start up capital of $50,000. Well, Garrett, you may or may not. So you think you do because of the information that you have currently. What you have to do, if you want to start any kind of business, Garnet, here's what to do. You go to item number 5 in the government, the LESCO Meta Grants Report. Okay, go to item number 5 in Meta Grants Report. There you'll see a whole list of organizations and ways to get money for the government, but it's still too much. First of all, never put, I'm looking for a grant for business in Google. That's just a waste of time. You'll only find people that want to get your money or scammers. The real people that help you don't charge you money. And that's what we do. Every website we do does not charge you any money. Okay. Now, if you're watching this video and you're not a member and you don't have item number 5 on the LESCO Meta Grants, because on the number 5, the first thing there is how to find local business mentors that will not charge you any money at all to help you get what you need to start your business. And they're local, so they do this all the time. And that's important for you to know that they're there. What you do is you take that list, and if you're not a member, you could find a similar list on sba.gov, sba.gov/local-assistance, okay? So that's sba.gov and search for local assistance. And you'll see a map of the United States, put in your zip code, and you'll find 30, 40 organizations where you live that help you for free to start any business, any nonprofit, and any invention, even if you want to be an invention, or you want to be a freelancer. Hey, how do I just, make money at home? Or we want to invest in real estate. Yes. How do I do that? Sit down with them. Now, they're all not perfect, like me. I'm not perfect. No, none of us are perfect. So if one doesn't help, you go to another. That's very important that you go to another, because there'll be 20, 30 in there, and you talk to them. Now, another thing you want to do to help to find people like you where you live to start your business is go to meetup.com, meetup.com. Go there, put in your zip code again, and put small business or entrepreneur, and you'll find, and these are all free too, these are people that gather together that talk about problems for starting a business. Wow, what could be better than that? Now you have not only professionals that help you for free to start any business you want. They've done this for thousands of other people, and so they'll do it for you too if you have the patience and the, to contact them and make an appointment. Now, the same thing. These are people like you who maybe were a year ahead of you, or 2 years or 3 years ahead of you, who started their business, and they are available for free. And that's the same thing. See, if you go to the internet is there to get money from you, because that's where other people make money. They have to make it from you. So we miss all this other stuff. See, before the computers and all that stuff, that's what we had. We had organizations and nonprofit and groups and things like that help each other. So they're still there. And actually, they're easier to find, but you don't know because they don't advertise. So you'll never find them. And that's the important. So you have the local mentors, you have the meetup.com, you have item number 5 in the government, in the LESCO Meta Grant Report, because it's there. See, I show you everything, how to start a business and getting a grant to go overseas. I mean, there's hundreds of grants, but if you're starting, you can't be overwhelmed with all that because you won't know which I have, when, if. No, there's certain things you have to do first. But whatever you do, I think, don't spend money. The name of the game starting a business is how long can you last before you figure out what makes money for you. It all makes money for us differently. So you have to not spend money while you're learning how to make money. The more you buy something, oh, I need a lawyer, I need an accountant, I need a marketing, I need all of them. No, 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 you don't. There's ways to do that. I mean, the first two businesses I started, I got money to do it because I got an MBA. I was smart. My first two businesses failed. The next three I started were all successful because I didn't use any money to start them. There's all other ways to do this. And see, I could stay there longer to figure out how the hell makes money. See, the way you think you can make money in your business when you first start thinking about it will never be the same after that. No, you have to get out there and learn. Hey, you got to learn to swim. You got to get in the water and swim. You know, you want to learn the business. You got to find something to sell to somebody else and get money. The only way you get, the only thing important about business is a customer. So unless if not learning to get in a customer, and particularly in the beginning, you're wasting time. So that's the help that's out there for starting a business. And it's important, and they're not going to advertise this stuff. That's why everything we show you at Let's Go Help will never charge you money. And that was my dream of having this. I can't believe it's successful. I mean, that's the most amazing thing to me. Everybody, when I was starting this a few years ago, all the experts in marketing, oh, you got to charge $500 a month. You got to charge $5,000 a month. You could get it. Let's go. Yeah. No, I wanted to charge $20 a month because they're the people who need it. The people who could pay $500 a month don't need it. They have enough money to live. They have enough money, whatever. And that's the problem. We're all... and this became so successful, we're giving money away. That's right, we give it back. A charity just got $500 to help fix her car for her mom. I mean, now that is, there's nothing I can do better with my heart than that. I mean, we have two things. We have to survive. We have to take care of ourselves, our family, whatever. That's number one. And number two, we got to help other people. And we can't help other people as much if we're not helping ourselves first and are secure enough not to worry about it. I did my first live on Christmas Eve. Oh, Michelle, wonderful. Yes, I saw it. Yeah, you had a half a dozen people. You really helped. How often can you do this, Michelle? Because, I saw it. See, Michelle did it. I'm sure she had no idea she could do it. Did you, Michelle? I won a car grant, too. Wow! Did you know somebody on the inside? We don't do it. I don't choose any of these. We have a panel of people to keep everybody honest. Nobody could give the money to friends. But we give $70,000, $75,000 every month. I can't believe this. It's over $500,000 every year. She did charity. That's great. Help other people. That's it. Get on. Just help other people there, and you can answer questions too for other people, and they could answer questions for you. There's nothing better than giving. I mean, this is, I don't know about you, but I'm 80 years old, and I'm not going to run faster. I'm not going to get stronger. My mind is not going to get sharper. Man, it's already a bunch of jello up there. So the only thing I have left to grow is my heart. And I want to figure out how to love people more and more every single day of my life that's left. And I think that's the best thing we can all do. I wish I knew this 50 years ago and didn't waste a lot of fucking time trying to do all this other stuff. You were right, Sharon. It's the best feeling in the world, opening your heart. That's all. I think that's why everybody's trying to be so ambitious, because I think they get more love. Well, you start giving love, and that's the way you get it. You don't try to rip off people. And that's what capitalism is about. How I can get more money from you. I got an MBA and everything, and that was the thing. And nobody talks about morality or anything like that. That's not. Nobody would treat their mother that way. That's what I can't get over. That's the thing. Would you put a 5-page, like you sign up for something, you buy something, and then they make you a 5-page small print stuff that you have to sign, so they could screw you when you find out that they sold you a shitty product. Would you do that to your mother if they bought something for you? No, but we don't. Oh, wonderful, Michelle. New Year's Eve. Now, back when, 40, 50 years ago, whatever, I used to be a favorite talk show guest at New Year's Eve on ESPN, no, C-SPAN. They used to call me on New Year's Eve because I'd go down and get free television time for like an hour or something and answer questions. And so I was a guest. That's how I sold books. See, I found out how to get free advertising by just being a guest. I didn't have to spend any money. I'll go on early tomorrow morning if that allows it. Yes, I'll allow you to do anything, Charity. Is there a place that we can go to safely share a business proposal? Yes. I don't know if you were here earlier, Tommy. I talked, there are free counselors, to do that. Okay, if you go to item number 5 in the Let's Go Meta Grant Report, okay, and that's where you go and you make an appointment with free counselors. If I'm sure they're used to signing disclosure agreement, but tell you the truth, Tommy, I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, everybody's got $1 million idea, they don't fucking do anything. I mean, I'll show you everything. I don't care. You could do it better than me, then God bless you. But it is. I don't know, but non-disclosure agreements from people, if you share something, I mean, I'm sure they're used to doing that. So and if one doesn't and you really want it, then find another. There's a lot of, see, number 5 in the Meta Grant Report shows you how to find free. Oh, Tammy, now there's a sweetheart. I'm too old to get married again, but she is just an incredible force of nature that that lives with us, not personally, but us as a community, and it's wonderful. What do you write? And at first, I mean, she used to actually piss me off because she would be all over with all kinds of stuff. And one thing, no, I'm trying to just help people with sources of money, and but she's too much fun. And she knows her stuff. I mean, she got almost $200,000 worth of government grant. Now, how are you going to say no to a lady like that who wants to volunteer and help other people? Man, this is Jesus Christ in real life. She's amazing, and it's important, and it's important that we help each other. I'll live your own report where. Stephanie Alvarez, man. Okay, where was I? Okay, for business, yeah, don't worry about, but if you are worried about it, you have to do what's important to you. And you can do that by having people start a non-disclosure agreement. If you don't know what that is, these free consultants will show you how to get one, okay? And free. Don't pay a lawyer to get this. No, don't pay a lawyer. Okay, so maybe what you do if you're afraid of somebody stealing your idea, it's Tammy who wants to do this. Who is that? I forget. Yeah, Tammy. Okay, so you make an appointment with these consultants, the free ones, and say, hey, just the first thing I want to know how to get a non-consultant agreement, a non-disclosure agreement, so I don't have to worry about sharing my ideas with people. Okay, and that's a mission. And then you'll see, maybe when you start talking to them, then, not so bad. Or they have one themselves and they could do the rest for you, okay? So start. The important thing is that you start by calling people. You don't start by circling the internet unless you're looking for someone to talk to. It's all about talk. There's too much stuff on the internet that you don't understand, I don't understand, they don't even understand when they put it up there. So you really have to talk to people, okay? AI is amazing. I'm doing things like non-disclosure. Yeah, exactly. Well, they'll do one for you. Right, exactly. Thank you for just existing. Well, I'm happy to exist. I can't get over that. Shit, I'm 80 years old. I'm still having fun in life. I'm having more fun now than ever before. And that's because of opening my heart, I feel. And that is what made these last few years so different to me and so much more special than all the rest. And it's, yeah, I gotta pinch myself every day that this is happening to me. I'm in the best movie I've ever seen. And that's it, when you go to movies and fantasize, oh, I wish I was that, because they make it sound so easy. In an hour and a half, they solve out every problem and they become millionaires and walk off in the sunset with the love of their life and all this stuff. And the rest of us just have to work like hell and hope. And that's the important part. And it's you people, boy, it's everybody out there right now that's watching this that have made my life so important. I just graduated with my bachelor's because of your help with the, wow, Stephanie, what's it in? What's your bachelor's degree in? Communication. I'm sorry, what'd you say? What is it again? Bad joke. Stephanie, would you like to help members a little bit? I mean, we'll give you like an honorarium or something, nothing big to do it, but if you do that, send me an email. Just go online and just look, you got grants, everything. You're have more. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. You know more than, probably 80-90% of our members who haven't even tried for grants. See, how do I get them to try? Nothing's going to happen unless you try, Stephanie. And I feel that I'm not good to do that because I'm not. I've been doing this for 50 years. It's hard for me to understand them, Stephanie. And I need people that are closer to our members that understand what they're struggling with on trying to do this. And you know that better than me, because of me, it's almost just trying to entertain myself or something. What's a bigger thing? And they're not, they need something more basic that it's hard for me to understand, and that would be wonderful. If you don't know Misty, you could send me an email at Let's Go Free Radio at gmail.com and put hug a member. Put hug a member in the title. Okay, and I'll get you over to Misty, and she will set you up. What does AWWW mean, Tammy? Or is that I can't figure that out. But it is, Tammy. Thank you. Yeah, and congratulations. Right. Well, Stefan, again, we have to be careful on when we make you a host to do this, or maybe we'll do it another way. I'm not sure yet, but it's important. Will SBA forgive the COVID EDI loan from COVID? Try. That's the only way you do it. And you contact, first of all, you call the SBA, they have a hotline number too, and see what their rules are, okay? Okay, Marilyn, and call them, and if they say no, then you call your elected official, and you find them at commoncause.org. Go there, get your elected official. I do. Oh, that's the IRS $6,000 thing. Yeah, I can help with that stuff. I do. Yeah, Tommy. Well, I know there's a lot of people that charge for doing that, and I'm trying to get people to realize they can do it themselves. So I'd prefer, if you're doing this for a business thing, charge people, because I want to make sure that our members only see from us things that will not charge them money. So if you could wrestle through that, because the SBDCs and all that, they'll do it for you for free too. My question keeps being skipped. What is it? I know feed going fast, but please answer. What's the question, Javona? What's the question? Starting a nonprofit with credit. Now, you mean with a credit counselor? You want to be a credit counselor? Is that it? Yes, okay. You want to be a credit counselor. I mean, to me, you just say you're a credit counselor and look for business. I mean, anybody could do it, you know, and help people, and you have a charge. And there's platforms now you could just go on and say you do that and find people to help. Okay, if you want more help than that, which most people probably do, let me give you a link. Oh, start a nonprofit. That's different. Why do you want to start a nonprofit? Oops, where do we go here? Okay. Well, that's the same as item number 5. Okay. Item number 5 in Let's Go. Okay. Okay, see item number 5, and make an appointment with those counselors. They will, okay, let me get you my, now I would just be careful on starting a nonprofit if you don't know how you're going to get customers, because that is the most important thing, because you may not have to be a nonprofit, you know, but you know more about what you have to do. I'm just guessing a lot. But here's sources for help in starting a nonprofit, okay? But see, to me, okay, let's say, and I don't know, maybe this does not fit your situation, but what I would do is, first of all, don't charge. Just go online somewhere and say, hey, I help people with counseling, credit counseling, okay? And I'll show you how to do all this, okay? And whatever. And you just do it, find people you could do this for free. Because once you get nonprofit, once you do all this kind of stuff and spend all the money to become a nonprofit and then go look for customers, you may think this is the wrong thing. So you find customers first. And if you're worried that you can't charge money or whatever, then just don't charge money. Because this will be time well spent instead of spending money becoming all those things and then trying to find customers. And and even say, I'm looking for 10 customers before I start to do for free, you know, before I become an official nonprofit. Would you like me to do your nonprofit, you know, for free before I become a nonprofit and have to charge you? Okay, now you learn how to get customers, you learn how to treat customers, and sure, it's going to take you time, but this will be the time well spent, because this is what you have to learn. You have to learn how to get customers and how to satisfy them. You don't have to learn how to spend money and get all this bullshit somebody says you need, you know. I can't ask if it's okay to talk about it here from Tammy. Yes, I'm not sure what, talk about what, oh, you want free customers? Yes. You want to charge customers? Not here. Okay. And that's it. Grants for becoming a broker in the tricking industry. Okay, Michelle? Yes, okay. Again, look at item number 5. No, ERTC stuff. So do you want to do that for free? Is that the IRS, you know, employee, whatever it is? Money for $6,000 an employee. I forgot what all these things are. Yeah, but remember that, yeah, we don't want to charge any member anything. We don't want to put them on to people that are going to charge them money. If you don't know a free source, for a member, then I don't want to be that, because then it never stops. What is this? What is that? Or whatever. So, just send them somewhere else to find out. They could go to Google. And here's what to do. Okay, I will deep dive into the subject as well, Tammy. Okay. That's fine, thank you. Yeah, it is. The whole world in this country lives by money, and I understand that. We have to all do that. But I'm trying to have a place that is not involved in that at all, so people feel safe. Right, it's messy. and if you have money, a lot of people don't have that money to do it. And I always believe there's another way around it without spending money. And it may not be the way you want, but if you want to do it, then that's the important thing. Grants for beginning a broker in the trucking business. Yes, Michelle, they're the people you talk to. Is that item number 5? If you're on helping people, you tell them that, because there are grants. I mean, we want more people in the trucking business. There are grants for people to be in the trucking business. There's free courses the government has, I've seen, for people who want to start a trucking business. All this stuff. So that is a big part of our economy nowadays, and so that's why they're there. Item number 5 yes, Michelle. Item number 5 there. See how much you're learning by helping other people too, and that's what. See, I think the best. Well, I used to teach computer science back in the 70s. Yes, there were computers in the 70s. They weren't laptops, and I had a software company back then even that failed. That was one of the companies that failed, the software company. I must have been the only person in the 70s that had a computer company that failed. But thank God that wasn't really for me. And I have an MBA in computers, and so it's fun. Guys, I want to thank everybody so very much. I mean, you don't realize how much you've given me. Stefan, I worked as a professional client and had an accident. Oh, I thought it was a joke because people think I'm a clown. So this hurdle was a challenge. And the 500 you and your team sent me, it gave me a second wind of power through. Much thanks. I leave you with this one. Did you hear about the clowns that wanted to start a procrastination club? They could not decide what date to start it, so they had to put it off. So let's win together, since we look better when we work together. But let's not good like we should. And it's better to be great and not hesitate. Right, you just keep doing something. Nobody knows the right thing to do. The right thing not to do is nothing. That's all you have to know. Don't do nothing. Just do everything, no matter what the fuck it is. Just take your best idea, do it, because it'll go to something else, and that will lead to something else you never even thought of. You don't know the best thing for you. You stumbled in it by doing a whole shitload of wrong things. But you got to do those wrong things. So get out and do something wrong. Stephen, thank you for your lovely note. That's so nice. Yeah. And those who want to help, please help people, and open your heart every day. It's hard because our society doesn't encourage it. You'll get slapped down, and then you say, I'm not going to do that again. I'm never going to date a blonde person again, right? And that's stupid, but it's human nature. We're all struggling. So thank you for helping me, because I feel love from so many of you, and that is the most important thing you could give me. Thank you so much. Gonna cry. Better get out of here. Oh yeah, Clyde, you gotta bang on people. People, we're all busy. Me, if you don't hear from me in a day or two, beat on me again. And I have a disability, 80, so I forget a lot of shit. Thank you, guys. Oh.